Nigel Farage weighs in on UK's political shift. Is a major realignment underway? A recent statement by Nigel Farage has caught the attention of political observers across the UK. The former Brexit Party leader and prominent political commentator offered a bold analysis of the country's shifting political landscape and, surprisingly, some early signs suggest he may be onto something. Welcome back to the channel, where we dive into the UK's biggest political developments with clarity, facts, and respectful conversation. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications to stay up to date with news that matters without the spin. So, what exactly did Farage say? And why is it already generating discussion among voters, commentators, and even rival politicians? In a recent interview on GB News, Nigel Farage shared his thoughts on what he sees as a growing disconnect between Westminster politics and the electorate. According to Farage, the traditional two-party system dominated by the Conservatives and Labour is showing signs of serious strain. He pointed to the rise in support for smaller parties, disillusionment among core voters, and increasing voter apathy as indicators that a major realignment could be on the horizon. People feel ignored. They feel that neither party represents their views anymore, Farage said. Whether it's on immigration, the cost of living, or national identity, there's a growing frustration that's pushing people toward alternatives. This isn't the first time Farage has made such predictions. He has long argued that the UK's political establishment is out of touch. But what makes his latest comments notable is that, according to new polling data and recent by-election results, his concerns may be finding validation. Several recent political developments lend weight to Farage's comments. In local elections across England, both the Conservatives and Labour saw losses in key areas, while smaller parties and independent candidates made notable gains. The Reform UK Party, for example the successor to the Brexit Party, has seen a modest but consistent increase in polling numbers. While still far from overtaking the main parties, the growth is enough to raise eyebrows. At the same time, voter turnout in some regions has dropped significantly, suggesting that traditional party loyalty is weakening. Some analysts have suggested this could open the door for new political movements, or at least force the major parties to reconsider their strategies. In Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland, nationalist and regional parties continue to hold sway, further fracturing the once solid dominance of Westminster's two big parties. Immigration and border control. For many voters, immigration remains a top concern. Despite numerous government pledges, the public remains skeptical about the effectiveness of current policies. Farage has consistently focused on this issue, arguing that major parties are failing to address it with clarity or urgency. Cost of living, inflation, rising rents, and stagnant wages have left many families feeling squeezed. According to polling by YouGov and Ipsos, economic anxiety is now one of the top 3 issues influencing voter decisions. Disillusionment with party leadership. Both Prime Minister Rishi Sunak and Labour leader Keir Starmer have faced criticism from within their own ranks and from the public. Some voters describe them as technocratic or uninspiring, further feeding the narrative that change is needed. While Farage's predictions may be gaining traction, political experts are divided on whether a full-scale realignment is truly underway. Professor John Curtis, the UK's leading elections analyst, recently commented that although support for smaller parties is rising, the first-past-the-post voting system still makes it extremely difficult for them to translate that support into parliamentary seats. Others argue that while people may be dissatisfied, there's still a strong tendency to vote strategically, often settling for the lesser of two evils, rather than risking a vote on a smaller party with less chance of winning. That said, change doesn't always come through one election cycle. Shifting attitudes, especially among younger voters and first-time participants, suggest that long-term trends could indeed reshape the political map over time. Whether or not a major realignment is imminent, the fact that these conversations are happening and gaining attention speaks volumes. Politicians from all parties would be wise to listen closely. A disengaged or disillusioned electorate doesn't just spell trouble at the ballot box. It threatens the very foundation of democratic participation. Nigel Farage's comments, whether one agrees with him or not, tap into a broader unease that many people across the UK are feeling. And while political predictions are never guaranteed to come true, they can sometimes serve as an early warning sign. Are we witnessing the early stages of a political transformation in the UK? Or will the traditional parties weather the storm and reassert their dominance in the next general election? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below, and as always, let's keep the conversation respectful and thoughtful. If you found this video informative, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more balanced, fact-based political coverage. Thanks for watching and stay curious, stay informed.